Welcome to the end of the 2013 fantasy football season. Cheers, brother.
Oh, my Lord.
Let's do it.
Ball's tough.
Well, stop. Andy sucks. Oh.
Andy sucks balls indeed.
And so does facial hair.
You can't grow it.
No, he cannot.
Douchebag.
Yep. So this will be a dedication to his douchebaggery. And we end. That's it. We just did it. Intro. Cheers, man.
Ball's tough.
Dude, you got some shit.
Oh, fuck me. Well, since we have a special guest host, what we're going to do here is have him host a segment. So here is his own very segment. Here you go, Eric.
Thank you, JB. By far, my favorite part of all of fantasy football is the draft. For me personally, it is all downhill from here, so I took a quick look at this year's draft and determined winners and losers for the entire draft. For round one, my winner was Charlie getting Jamal Charles, loser John getting Doug Martin. Round two, Kyle getting Drew Brees, loser Kara getting Steven Jackson. Number three, the winners are Bob getting Peyton Manning and Sam getting Jimmy Graham. There were no losers in round three. Everyone had a great round. Round four, Travis getting DeMarco Murray won. Kyle lost that round getting Darren McFadden. Eek. Round five, the winner was Jenny getting Antonio Brown, and Charlie lost that round getting Hakeem Nicks. After round five, here were the best overall picks by far. Round 13, myself getting Alshon Jeffrey. Round 14, Jenny getting tight end Julius Thomas. And by far, cream of the crop, John getting quarterback Phillip Rivers in the final round. Third best quarterback overall, third best fantasy player in our league overall. Final round.
Really?
JB?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He came back like that. That's good for him. But there you go. It shows you. Sometimes it's not about how you draft in the beginning. It's how you finish. That's like sex, right?
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
All right. In every year-end review, they always have their top moments of the years. Things that they just can't forget about why they made this season better than any other season that's ever been around.
You know what I am going to forget, though? All of this after this martini. Cheers.
Mouth's off.
I'm supposed to drink it there, bud.
Apparently, I don't have my catcher anymore.
Oh, pulled the catcher already.
So go on with your top three.
All right, I will start us off. Couple of these are personal for me. Number one was beating Jenny in week 6. She is the league champion, so a victory over the champion, it's a big deal to me. But what was even a bigger deal was going into Sunday Night Football at a 13-point lead. I had no one else to go, and she only had Julius Thomas. This is the Indianapolis-Denver game, Peyton Manning's big return home. I am begging him not to throw to Julius Thomas. I'm thinking, okay, just keep Julius Thomas out of the end zone. I can win this. Julius Thomas scores a touchdown on Denver's opening drive. Half my lead is gone. Screw it. This isn't going to work. Even though I keep watching the game, just begging Peyton Manning not to throw to Julius Thomas. And he did some, but I ended up winning the game by 4. This was a big deal to me because I started 0-3. This was the week 7 game. This put me at 4-3, put me above 500 for the first time since last year, week 3. Think about that. Last year, week 3. So yes, this was beating Jenny, the first place team, but more importantly, this was putting me above 500, and this is what the first time I had faith that I could possibly be a playoff team this year. Coming in at number 2 were the trades this year. There were some very intriguing trades. It started off slow. Andy and I did a quick swap. I traded my tight end depth, Martellus Bennett, at a time when I needed a running back, Bilal Powell, who was doing well for the Jets while Chris Ivory was injured. JB doesn't seem too happy about this.
Freaking Bilal Powell beat me twice. 2 weeks in a row, Bilal Powell beat me. Beat me with Andy, then quickly I saw Andy get a give it to Eric, and Eric beat me with Bilal Powell.
That's true. He did drop like 20 points when I traded for him. Long run trade didn't work out for me, but in the short run, I did need a running back at the time. And then, of course, number 3, again, a little personal, but it involved 3 of the playoff teams this year, myself, Kyle, and Kara. Kyle and I started off 0-3 this year. You know, it looked like another one of those years where I was just going to be awful. You know, Kyle was just coming up short. He had a great team. He was 3rd in the league in scoring, but everyone was giving them their best punch. So he started off 0-3. Kara started off 1-2, so not much better than us. So even though we had very dismal starts, you know, Kara ended up earning a first-round bye. Kyle and I made the playoffs. So, you know, the progression of the season, you know, watching the 3 of us go from basement dwellers and dumper potential, you know, all the way to the playoffs, that was a great moment for me in this league.
My 3 are going to be quick here. 1, beating Kara for the first week overall. It's always good when you start off with a new girl in the league and you just crush her. That's always good. That was fun. Number 2, poor Sam, because Sam gets it twice. Sam, in the dark moment of my fantasy football life when I hated everything about it, Tony Romo dropped 60 to come from behind by 50 points down to beat Sam. And then later on in the year when I meet Sam in the playoffs, Jamal Charles drops a quick 60 on him to go ahead and make it one of the biggest blowouts in fantasy football history. In our league, and Yahoo emailed me. It was one of the top 5 for the league for Yahoo. So congratulations there. And then finally, my favorite moment, God by far, when Charlie beat Andy in week 11 without starting a quarterback. Like literally, the quarterback was empty, and his defense scored a -1. He was projected to lose by
-1.
Yeah, -1. He was projected to lose by 20, won by 10, by far. That's why Andy is consistently in this. He won outright once out of 2, and he's fought for it twice out of twice. So congratulations, Andy. This will be yours soon enough. Top 3
Cheers,
moments.
buddy. We love you.
As they say, it's time to play the game.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. So let's now take a moment and reflect what we think were the top 3 stories in this year's league. Eric, take it off.
All right, I got 3 very good ones to start. Top story by far is going to be the departure of Troy and Jenny leaving. These are perennial playoff contenders. Aside from Troy's hiccup this year winning the dumper, these 2 have made the playoffs in our league every year. They account for 2 of the 4 champions, 5. 2 of the 5 champions that have occurred in this league. They kick our ass on a regular basis. They're gone. It's not like we're losing JB and Andy here. We're losing 2 of our best players. Who's going to step up? Kyle, middle of the road, buddy, pretty much every year. You going to be a perennial playoff team? Travis, Bob, are you going to finally break through and win a championship since you're in the playoffs the majority of the time as well? Who knows? That's the number 1 story for me going into next season. Number 2 is draft order. There are no excuses whatsoever for whining about getting a low-end pick. Here's why. The Dumper Bowl this year featured Andy, who drafted number 2 overall, 2, and Troy, who drafted 10th overall. So the top and bottom were represented in the Dumper Bowl, as well as the playoffs. Now you would think having high draft picks means you get the best players, you always make the playoffs. Not even close to being the case. 4 of the 6 playoff teams, Kara at 8, Travis at 9, myself at 11, and Jenny at 12, all drafted in the bottom third of the league. So there's no excuses for getting a low pick and saying that's the reason you don't make the playoffs. That's out the window. We're a 12-team league, and Jenny drafted 12th and won the whole damn thing. So there really are no excuses. And of course, number 3, for the first time in our league, there were no quarterbacks drafted in the first round. None. We have 11 running backs and 1 wide receiver who was drafted 12th by Jenny. So the top 11 picks, running backs, no QBs for the first time in our league. I want to see if that trend continues next year. JB, it's all you.
Well, my three, we're going to start off with rookie QBs. If you look at some of the early draft projections, they're talking about 6 out of the top 9 picks all having QBs. And these are QBs going to teams that aren't good. You're looking at Teddy Bridgewater, you're looking at Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, and you're looking at this Bortles guy from, UCF, who's projected to be the Russell Wilson of this year's draft, the guy that nobody picks. I mean, I think the first draft I saw from the Bleacher Report had the Vikings picking up David Carr's little brother from New Mexico. Like he's the 6th quarterback taken in the first round out of the first 9 picks. Something ridiculous like that. But with Teddy Bridgewater and Johnny Manziel, they're going to go to teams like, right now projected, Texans and Jaguars. They're going to be probably fighting, if not starting QBs. Are they going to be able to pull off the magic that Luck, Wilson, RG3 has had in recent years? Cam Newton's coming on. Are they going to have that kind of projection? How they pan out is big in this league, especially with the lack of depth at quarterbacks, which is my next topic. There's a huge drop-off once we talk about quarterbacks. I mean, you're probably talking about 5 quarterbacks that really can carry your team, and then you're talking about the next 15 that you better just hope are good enough to carry you for a win. And then there's a lot of others that you just wing in a prayer. And tight end, I mean, Jimmy Graham was, 100? Did you say 100 points difference between number 2, and that's Tony Gonzalez. And folks, I don't know if you know this, but 88 hung it up and is going to Canton.
You can say the same thing about Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was plus 100 over Drew Brees in our league. So even from 1 to 2 in both those positions, you're talking massive production drop-offs.
And where those are going to go, it's going to be a huge play in next year's draft. And then my third and final kind of story to watch is those second-tier wide receivers. We're talking about T.Y. Hilton. We're talking about Deshaun Jackson, even Ridley Cooper, and Alshon Jeffries. How are they going to play out because of what they've done now? Remember, next year you're going to have Reggie Wayne and you're going to have Jeremy Maclin. Jeremy Maclin was out the whole year. That's where Deshaun Jackson, even Ridley Cooper came on with their stuff. Can you imagine what's going to happen now when those guys come back? So those are going to be my stories to watch for 2014. Well, there you go. Those are our top 6 stories to watch in 2013.
And these are just 2 men's opinions
that really are good. Folks, the 2013 video ending the year. Eric, I would just like to say thank you for once again being a great commissioner, and thank you for having me over and being part of this year's video.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming, JB, and I have to say, you did it. You did a video every single week. Maybe not on time,
hey,
but you did one every single week.
Did one every week. I'd like to thank also our sponsor, Flushmans. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, you guys made it through the year. We appreciate that.
And I'd also like to thank all of you for participating in the league now for the 3rd year running in this current format. Again, goodbye to Troy and Jenny. For now, you are former champions in this league. Well, current and former champion. You're always welcome back. Just let us know. And also, as a reminder, JB and I, we try to make this as fun as possible between draft parties, between videos, making fun of Andy. I mean, we get endless enjoyment out of that. Endless enjoyment. But this is your league as well. So if you have any ideas, any suggestions on how to improve the league, make it more fun, we're never going to play for money. We never have played for money. So if you have any suggestions, please let us know, and we'll make it happen. Especially if it includes more of this.
Once again, I would like to congratulate the championship Bacons and the Dumper Bacons for winning this year's Dumper Bowl. Well, there you have it. I'll make a video pretty soon here regarding the 2014 draft order because it involves Olympic hockey and Olympic curling, which is coming up in less than a month. And then also, we do have the World Cup, and it can be confusing, so I'll lay out the groundwork. We will welcome back Katie and Sam at this time because it's official. It's 2014. So, Till then, I will see you on the Fantasy Gridiron.